What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Shy from She Vibes, and Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the State of the Art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services have 5 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. And don't forget to tune in to She Vibes on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. EST.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jess from She Vibes, and Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio. They have two convenient locations on the east side, East 200th Street. You'll call 216-531-7373, or the west side, Pearl Road, at 216-398-7373. Mention Red Line Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. And always remember, it's definitely a vibe.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuktu from Timbuk Tuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Damn, son, this beat is lit. Another Major League Entertainment production. Oh, yeah. It's Pizzle. Yo. I hear the loose talk that you're saying, how Don's not the greatest. Guess what, you little haters? I'm back from hiatus. I've been the shit since VCRs and beta, stumping niggas in the yard like I was one of the Thetas. And I ain't trying to hear about who the fuck's your favorite. Vince Carter on the floor, outlasts all the players. Jumping still wet, still in the greatest shape. My prime is still going. Check my game tape. I'm still fly from paper planes to J's, not rich, just got a good job, bro, okay? Still in my Levi's, 501's classic, fresh out the cleaners, all pressed in plastic. I be out in Beachwood, Nordstrom's in Satchville, buying off the mannequin and throw it in the bag shit. Everything sexy from cologne to the fashion. I don't know who dressing y'all look like trash, chill. Oh yeah. Damn, that song sounds so good. But we gonna let that mug ride out a little more. Yes, sir. Let that shit ride, Tim. Let's go. Guess who got the swagger back? Riding on my high horse, yeah, without the MAGA hat. Photo shoot fresh, gon' take your pictures. Damn, I look good in these watch denim sixes. Cop me a pair and a pair for the missus. If she want it, she can get it, cause I got it, it ain't tricking. Niggas pocket watching, getting all up in their feelings like my nigga Nova said, why you all in my business? Funny style rappers, yeah, I heard your little disses, shooting at a moving target, niggas aiming and they missing, spending all that time clout chasing, ass kissing, you can't even run your team, you fire Freddie Kitchens, barely use Twitter, but I'm still a topic trending, couple Facebook tags, couple Instagram mentions, kill all competition, I'm the top of my division, keep your fake accolades, keep your top 10 list, bitch. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Fresh off the Lex Vegas show, part 2 of this doubleheader, Mr. Thursday night. I'm here, man. Golly. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's 9 o'clock here. Redline Radio LLC. Welcome everybody to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, him, Big Pizzle, Pod God. Is that my phone? Can I hear me? That probably was me. Let me do this again. Big Pizzle, Uncle Don, Pod God. Y'all know who the fuck it is, man. It's been a long ass week, but I'm here. I'm glad I was able to do the Lex Vegas show. Shout out to my guy Lex, man, for having me on Battle of the Sexes.
Mr. AKA.
That thing ended in a draw. And y'all already know championship rules. Title can't change hands on the draw. So, and still the champs. The biological stepbrother. Shout out to my guy Lex. But we here, man. I appreciate you guys' support. I really appreciate y'all for last week. Y'all really ran it up. Y'all really out here viewing. I really appreciate that. Continue to push this thing forward. I am doing this thing for the culture. I am of the culture. I come from the culture. I was born in the culture. I want to keep the culture alive. And I want to leave this culture better than how I found it. Timbuktu, what up, man?
What up, dog?
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I enjoyed that battle of the sexes. That shit was great.
It was a whole lot of fun, man. That was fun, man. Shout out to the ladies of She Vibes. Shout out to Keith Silly, special guest in the building. Shout out to CEO, special guest in the building. It was a whole lot of fun, man. All right, let's get to it because we got some shit. I got some shit that I want to talk about. And I'm going to curse at will this week. There is no swear jar this week. I'm just here to tell y'all. There's no swear jar. I just said fuck it. It's $47 in there. I'm going to probably take that and donate that somewhere. I don't know, man. But let's get to it. Dynatech is the only saw blade company recommended by pavement marking manufacturing industry. Located in Elyria, Ohio, Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. Their products include saw blades, abrasive blades, and pavement marking blades, core drill rigs and core drill bits, high-speed gas saws, masonry saws, walk-behind saws, and tile saws. I don't even know if that's masonry, masonry, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, y'all know what it is. I mean, shit. I'm just and other construction equipment. We stand behind our products with the warranty and customer service that keeps our customers satisfied and earns us the ranking of best in the industry. Dynatech. Big ups to them. If y'all need to contact Dynatech today, call 1-800-446-9001 or email sales@dynatech.com or visit their website at dynatech.com. Big ups to Dynatech, man. I don't know if they knew it was this many crazy ass folks up here at this station before they signed on here. But we appreciate you. We really greatly appreciate you. Also, One of One Sports Cars and Memorabilia, located at 13221 Prospect Road in Strongsville, Ohio. Call them today at 440-638-4004 for all of your sports card memorabilia. I want to take this shit and toss it how. Ooh, there you go. I want to toss this shit. Remember how Letterman used to do on his shit? He used to toss the shit. He used to get the glass breaking.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do some shit like that. But listen, man, my week was cool. My weekend was fun too. I had my grandson over the weekend,
And I like to do little stuff with him, you know, like how my dad and how my granddad would do with me, you know, when I was growing up, like running through the car wash or going to the car wash with my dad and my granddad was like an event to me. It was a whole lot of, it was fun because, you know, when you like 5 going through the car wash, that shit is fascinating. Cause you know, you got all the shit coming and you brushing, and it was a good time. But before we ran through the car wash, I took this little dude to Walmart with me, right? I went in there to pick up some stuff around the house. But in order for and this is how I know as a grandparent, I know I'm a soft ass grandparent. You find yourself negotiating with kids. I should be like the country, like, you know how this country talk about they don't negotiate with terrorists. Us as parents and grandparents didn't have to negotiate with children, but I find myself negotiating with a 5-year-old. So the stipulation that him come with me is I had to get him a toy. So, I mean, and as a grandparent, we're not allowed to say no. Who the fuck came up with that rule? When did that start? I need somebody to let me know. I need somebody to Google it. Why is that even in the rule book that as grandparents we're not allowed to say no? But of course, that's my little guy, and I'm not gonna tell him no. The only thing I tell him no about is watching TV in my bedroom. That's the only thing I tell him. But this dude had me in the toy section for like 45 minutes. I felt like I was car shopping.
Damn.
Because, you know, we in the action figure aisle. He sees, you know, remote control cars. It's like, nah, dude, that is $200. You got to wait for Christmas and your birthday's coming up. So you got to wait on the big time remote control cars. I'm like, well, do you want a puzzle? No, G-Dad, I don't want a puzzle. So, you know, we in the action figure aisle. First, he sees a WWE figure that comes with like a little car. So we walk in the aisle with that. Next, he sees Buzz Lightyear. He's like, oh, Buzz Lightyear. I like Buzz Lightyear. I want to get Buzz Lightyear. Okay. So there's like 3 options of Buzz Lightyear. And then he sees a Transformer and he loses his mind about the Transformer. Oh, this is the such and such Optimus Prime, the Bumblebee's little brother, and yada, yada, yada. At this point, I'm just like, dude, just grab whatever and we can get out of here. And then he sees Spider-Man, and Spider-Man just ended the whole thing. I'm like, dude, we've been standing in this aisle for 2 hours. Not really 2 hours, but we've been in this aisle all this time, standing in front of this damn Spider-Man. It's like rubbery. It's like a Stretch Armstrong Spider-Man. And that's what we ended up getting. Like, listen, man, I'm just in here. I forgot what I even bought. That's how long we was in there. But it was a great time, man. I love spending time with my little dude, man. You know, I'm a grandfather of 6. And everybody don't get up here. You know, they all in Akron and scattered around, you know, Northeast Ohio. But he's the one that I'm always with and I always get to be around. I'm actually kind of banking on him being at my house this weekend, too. So I'll get to kick it with him, probably watch Jurassic Park again, or even watch the Buzz Lightyear movie. Because one thing's for sure about me, I'm damn sure tired of watching him watch YouTube videos of people play video games. That's just some of the shit that he watches. That's what a 5-year-old watches. It's crazy.
I'll watch it too.
I do too. I do too. Like, he had me hooked one day, like, oh, they gonna get him. But I'm at a point now, it's like, all right, man, we got to watch a movie or something, man. Buzz Lightyear is out. Shit, Jurassic Park, you like dinosaurs. Spider-Man cartoon. Disney Plus. I got Disney Plus. When I first got it, I got it for me because, I'm a Disney kid. I grew up off of Disney and, the vault opened. It was like, all right, I'm going to watch all of these. And you know what? I still haven't watched. Only thing that I watched from the vault is Bambi, which is crazy. But getting to spend time with him, man, it's a lot of fun, man. There's nothing like being a grandparent. I know y'all looking at me like, man, this dude don't look like he old enough to have grandkids. Well, I have 6 of them. Let me see, man. What we got? What my guy? I see my guys in the building, man. My guy Dex is in the building. Chris Cargile in the building. I want to keep the hand claps and the air horns going. Shout out to my guy Chris. His wife had another baby this week. So shout out, man. Big ups. My guy Derek in the building. I see y'all, man. We about to get to it. I just had to share my grandfather grandson quality time story, because that's what it's like with him, spending time with him, and just going out to stores. And he's a chatterbox too. That dude talked my ear off the whole ride there, the whole time we was in Walmart.
Hey, that.
Yep, everything was, what's this, what's that? Like, no, this is not for kids. This ain't for kids. Are we gonna go get me yes, we gonna get me a toy. I just need to find something real quick. But all right, man, this was kind of one of those slow sports weeks. I mean, Browns played their home preseason game. I think they got another one Saturday against Chicago where we will see the starters. But this one passed against the Philadelphia Eagles, who they did a joint practice with. I mean, it's preseason. And it really means something, but it don't mean something. It means something for the guys who are playing. It gives the home fans a chance to see the team play and yada, yada, yada. Josh Dobbs looked good. It was, he was out there having the ball. And I mean, that's pretty much it. They didn't win the game, but who gives a fuck about preseason wins or losses, except for the Baltimore Ravens, who actually did win again, and they haven't lost in like 22 games. They are really pushing this shit. Like, they really talking about it. Like, when they lose, what are they gonna say? Oh, the sky's falling in Baltimore. What the fuck? But the Browns play Saturday against the Chicago Bears. I believe that game is down at First Energy, so that one is going to be televised, and the starters are going to play. We are finally going to get a chance to see the guy who's going to be starting Week 1 in Jacoby Brissett. I'm not a big fan of it, but I understand why they're doing it. I mean, the guys got to get in there. You got to get those guys some rhythm. You're not helping them by sending them the entire preseason. So if you're going to watch a preseason Browns game, this one coming up against the Chicago Bears is the one to do, is the one to watch. Shout out my cousin Tina from in Charlotte is tuned in. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all share this thing and push it and tell everybody I'm on and we can talk about it. In other news that came out this week, the Kevin Durant saga is finally over. There are a few subjects that I said I wasn't going to talk about until the shit ended. Deshaun Watson was one, and that one ended last week. Kevin Durant is another one that I said I didn't want to talk about until it ended, and it's apparently come to an end. And the Colin Sexton saga is still going on, and I don't even know why the fuck I said his name. If I had to swear jar here, I would throw like $20 in there because I brought his name up. And we'll talk about that whenever the whole Colin Sexton thing gets resolved. But Kevin Durant has decided he's going to take his trade request away, as if anyone is surprised. I'm not surprised. I knew it wasn't going to go through soon as, the Rudy Gobert trade came down, and as soon as DeAndre Ayton signed back in Phoenix. I said, Kevin Durant ain't going nowhere. Because, and this is the reason. With the Rudy Gobert trade to the Minnesota Timberwolves, they traded players, and they traded like 5 unprotected draft picks or some shit like that. And if Rudy Gobert is getting 5, if you're getting 5 unprotected picks for Rudy Gobert, yes, defensive player of the year, I'm asking for at least 6 or 7 unprotected for Kevin Durant. And also, one of the places he wanted to go, Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton can't be traded until January because of a rule in the collective bargaining agreement. So, I mean, that's that. So, that means we get the big 3, maybe, of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons. I don't know about y'all, but that's a hell of a 3. Now, with those 3, there are a lot of uncertainties. I mean, Kyrie, how available are you going to be this year? Are you going to stay healthy? And are you going to play? And I'm a Kyrie Irving fan. Ben Simmons, he hasn't played. It'll be 2 years almost since he's played. And we know he has a mental block because he refuses to shoot. Oh, all my cousins is in the building. Hey, Jen. A lot of my cousins in the building. Come on through. Let everybody know. And then Kevin Durant, what is his level of commitment going to be? Because he's not happy, apparently, with the coach because he gave the ultimatum. It's going to be me or it's going to be him. And while we're on that, Sean Marks released a statement. You got that statement for me, Tim? Can I read that from where I'm at? All right, the following statement has been released by General Manager Sean Marks. Steve Nash and I, together with Joe Tsai and Claire Wu Tsai, met with Kevin Durant and Rick Kleiman in Los Angeles yesterday, which was a few days ago. We have agreed to move forward with our partnership. We are focusing on basketball with one collective goal in mind, build a lasting franchise to bring a championship to Brooklyn. Now, I can't say if that was actually released by Sean Marks or if that was somebody from PR. It could be Sean Marks. But that makes this Brooklyn team with those three a lot. That makes them dangerous. I mean, don't forget Seth Curry is there. Don't forget Joe Harris is there. That is a scary thing for our Cleveland Cavaliers, who they already projected to finish like 7 in the Eastern Conference. And I believe Brooklyn was like right ahead of us. And if that team is healthy and those guys are on point, and KD is playing at his level, and Kyrie is playing at his level, and Ben Simmons is playing at a level where he is a all-defensive guy, a potential defensive player of the year, it's going to be some trouble in the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee's going to have to look out. Boston is going to have to look out. Miami's going to have to look out. But we'll see, man. I'm pumped for football, for basketball, but it's football season. Like, get this shit out of the way. Y'all should have been resolved this. Same thing with the Lakers and acquiring Patrick Beverly, and now they're saying Russell Westbrook might say, shut the fuck up. I'm ready for football. Y'all need to stop doing shit. Once training camp opens basketball, y'all should be shutting shit down. Because us football fans who also watch basketball and love basketball, we don't want to be trying to juggle the two. I mean, I'm such a sports head. I can juggle the two, but I want to concentrate on football. This is our last weekend without college football. College football gets going next weekend. Or I believe they start Saturday. I believe. Before I get to my next story, I wanna pimp out a thing or two. September the 10th, the Trappy Bowl is coming up. Trappy Bowl 2. Out at the Lost Nation Sportsplex out in Willoughby. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, man. 4 teams this time around, and we're all playing for a championship. EDH, I got all the smoke for you. I'm ready. I hope you've been working out. I'm going to tell you, I ain't been working out, but I'm still going to get my shit off on him. He's barbecue chicken. And that is from 1 to 5. The basketball is from 5 to 9. It's gonna be a fun day, man. We're gonna have a ball. I'm going out there to play some ball and have some fun. What else did I say? I think Lex Vegas has this comedy thing. Tim, what you got for that? What you got on that? Because you got the lineup and you on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm on the show.
I don't have it in front of me today.
Of course, I'm on the show. Shout out to Lex Vegas Presents.
Yes, sir.
Unapologetically funny.
Yes, sir.
Come out and laugh with us at the Old World Tavern. That's at 661 East 185th Street, Euclid, Ohio, 44119. What's so dope about this show is that it is a free show.
Niggas love free.
And you will never get this lineup for free. You do got to buy a couple drinks now. But if you do want to, give us a little bit, you can cash out Lex Vegas at $ Lex Vegas.
Yes, sir.
And go ahead and give us a couple dollars. But along with myself, we got some very, very great talent, very, very funny people. We got I Holla.
All right.
Big Chevy Terrell.
Yes, sir.
Ebony Timberlake.
That's my girl right there, and I love her.
Anthony Mayo,
Big Ant.
Lil Daddy,
All right.
and hosted by your boy Gene Miller.
All right. Big Zoom.
That's September 24th, y'all. Show starts at it starts at 8. So get there at 7. It's a free show. Y'all about to get y'all the asses there before it get packed.
Right. Y'all won't have a seat. Y'all fuck around, be standing up, fuck around to find out, right? Another story that came out this week. And this is disturbing to me. It's disturbing. Dennis Rodman in the news. Anytime Dennis Rodman is in the news, I'm paying attention because it's Dennis Rodman. This dude comes out of his mouth to say he's going to go over to Russia to try to help and bring Brittany Griner home. Now, some of y'all out there was like, well, he's cool with Vladimir Putin. He's cool with all of these dictators. I have a question for y'all. Why are y'all okay with him being cool with these dictators? He's cool with Vladimir Putin, and he's also cool with the kid in North Korea. Why is that okay? You got to answer for me, Tim. What you think, man? Why do people think that that's cool, that he's cool with these people who are enemies of our country? Like, we're at war. We are currently at war with Russia. Russia is currently at war.
I mean, I guess because it's like, shit, they ain't bothering me. I'm just going over there. I go over there to chill and shit. He high profile. So it was like, well, fuck it, we'll fuck with you. You got a couple championships. And, I mean, he just like, shit, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. They got bitches too.
But check this out. There was also, and I don't know the truth to this, and I don't think it's true at all, but he said he was going to take a couple of friends over there with him. And he's going to take some friends with him. You know who these friends are? Mike Tyson, Ron Artest, aka Meta World Peace or Meta Artest, or I don't even know what he's going by these days, and Zab Judah. Do y'all see this picture? Do y'all see these Negroes in this picture? First of all, Dennis Rodman, put a shirt on. Like, this is like the weirdest picture. Rodman ain't got no shirt on. Mike ain't got no sleeves on. Artest got on a hoodie. And Zab got on a hoodie with the sleeves cut off, like the Bill Belichick special. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I'll tell y'all what, if those four fools gonna go over there trying to bring Brittany Griner home, they go keep their ass, because Mike Tyson is getting on the plane smelling like weed. The smell of the weed, they gonna lock Iron Mike's ass up. They gonna lock up Artest for the Malice in the Palace, and that shit didn't even happen in Russia. And they gonna lock Zab up just because he got on the plane with him. That's some wild shit. If y'all add Lamar Odom in there, man, you got a squad, right? You throw like Lamar Odom. Who else then got busted for drugs? Josh Gordon. What the fuck, man?
Might as well take Michael Phelps too.
Michael Phelps, he smoked a little weed. Lance Armstrong line ass and go over there with him.
Barry Bonds.
It's not. Hey, Barry Bonds will probably go over there and beat and got it done, because Barry Bonds is kind of well spoken. Barry Bonds will go over there with his soft voice ass and beat and got the shit done. Like Lenny Dykstra, it'd be a bunch of motherfuckers they could just send over there. Like, you know what, man? You want to get rid of the people in America that's crazy and drugged out and just wild? Just send their ass over to Russia, let them get locked up. Fuck it. Antonio Brown can go over there too. Ralph Lee, I see you, big dog. Yeah, send Antonio Brown ass over there too. That's a wild ass. That four, man. Put that picture back up, man. Look at this. I want y'all to just look at this picture, man. What is happening? Where was they? What are they doing? Like, the ceiling ain't done. Like, where y'all niggas at? That's what I want to know. Rodman with the dad jeans on and no shirt. Mike just, I ain't gonna say nothing about Mike. I ain't saying shit about Mike. I'm afraid of Mike Tyson. I ain't gonna say shit about Mike. But why you got like it's just a wild ass picture. But it came out maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday that the U.S. is discouraging Rodman from going over there and saying anything about Brittany Griner, and with all the reason. You go over there, you know they might be in these negotiations, and Mike can bring her home for something reasonable, and he gonna go over there and fuck it up. Leave it to Rodman. This is the same dude who skipped practice to go wrestle. Now, mind you, I love Dennis Rodman. I'm a Dennis Rodman guy, but nah, man, nah. Last thing, and I have a guest, and I'm gonna bring him on in a second. But I don't know if you guys watched Untold on Netflix. They talked about the story of Manti Te'o. If y'all remember the Manti Te'o story, he was the guy, the Notre Dame linebacker, who was a Heisman Trophy finalist, and he dedicated his senior season, which he became the Heisman Trophy finalist, to his late grandmother and his dead girlfriend, who turned out not to be real. Like, she died, she came back to life. Like, he got catfished. Like, this might be the most high-profile catfish in the history of catfish. But that story came out, and the new developments in this story that the guy who catfished him has now transformed into a woman. He's now a transgender woman. I forgot what his name was, but I watched this thing, and that blew my mind, because I initially wasn't gonna watch this. It was like, all right, another thing on Manti Te'o. Like, I know the story. I covered this story when it happened way back when. And, so, I get to watch in the beginning, and they put the disclaimer up at the beginning, like, the people interviewed in the recording of this documentary are not aware of the transgender. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait, time out. And then dude got to talk, and I was like, whoa. Like, it's mind-blowing. Spoiler alert. It's crazy, man. Y'all, I recommend you guys to watch that. If y'all haven't watched that, please, it's called Untold. It's on Netflix. They have a bunch of other different Untolds. They did one on the Malice in the Palace. They did one on this hockey team ran by the mob. I think the Tim Donaghy one is coming up. Oh, there goes my work alarm. I need to turn off my other shit too, because it's gonna say, hello, Pizzle. It is 9:30. But yeah, man, y'all, I recommend y'all watch that. It's pretty good. It's Untold. It's on Netflix. Now, I got a special guest in the building. I've been pimping this out for a few days. My man has an album coming out. Y'all know him on Facebook. He's always talking the music shit. His ears is almost as good as mine, but my guy knows his shit. We got him there? Is he here? Where we at? There go my guy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, give it up for my guy Ray is YP.
What up? What up?
In the building, my guy, man. He has an album coming out tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Therapy Flows. I had an advanced listen.
Yes, sir.
It's a banger. He got He got the first single he dropped this week. Dropped it on our head tops. I wasn't expecting that. I said, "Oh, my guy just dropped a single."
Yeah, man. I was kind of like debating whether or not I was gonna come with something early, but I don't know. I woke up feeling nice that morning, so I just feel like I bless y'all one time.
I mean, when you got control over your shit, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of positive feedback, man. A lot of positive feedback, so it seemed like it was the right decision.
All right, so tell us about this album, man. Tell us about Therapy Flows. Like, where were you on your mindset when you made this album? Who's doing Well, let's just go with where was your mind at? I'm gonna get we got a little bit of time.
Yeah, we got some time. So Therapy Flows, man. Like, that's an album that was probably I was working on that for about 2 years solid. That was right off the back of me. My last album was 2018. That Heath Ave album I had.
It's been that long?
It was that long.
Damn.
And
man.
I went about 2 years straight with a mean writer's block, man. I couldn't write a bar. I couldn't write nothing. And I just started like let's see, that was about, I want to say fall of 2020, man. I had a beat I had been sitting on for about at least 5 months at that point. That's gonna be a song on the album called Purple Clouds. No, that's the second song on the album.
That's one of the standouts for me.
Yeah, man, that might be my favorite record even still. It's the first record I made, the first record I recorded, and it's still my favorite record on the album. Because it kind of just sets off like the energy of where I wanted to take the album with. Like this one was probably my most personal body of work. I mean, I was kind of like on some real talk shit. I was like the last 3-4 months of 2020, man. I was probably just like in a real dark space. So, but when I started tapping back into the music, you know, it was almost like it's, and hence the word, it was therapeutic for me because I was getting stuff out on wax that I didn't feel like I can really talk about with nobody. But like my best method of like expressing myself has always been the music. So once I got one bar, I had one verse. Got one verse. That's time. Like I know I got 3 songs. So it kind of just snowballed like that, man. And shout out my dude, LaShawn Evans. Dude Evans. He got me together. This was the first album I did in probably my life since I used to be in a group back in college where I got to sit with one engineer from beginning to end. So now I got a cohesive sound. We bouncing ideas, you know, the mixing process, everything. So like everything that went into this album, man, it's probably like, I gotta say this is definitely my best work because I was able to do it my way.
That's what's up. Shout out to LaShawn. He does great engineer work.
Yeah, he got an ear for that shit, man.
Yeah.
He cold.
He has a great ear. Like his sports takes ain't that good, but he does great on the studio shit.
Everybody can't be us, bro.
Everybody can't be the podcast. Everybody can't be him, right?
Right.
No, but he does but shout out to him, man. He does great work. He also makes great music too, man. Shout out.
Yeah, he cold.
Let me see, man. Let me run down a couple of these songs, man. Talk about the single.
First single, Nervous, produced by Dope Boys Music. Shorty that's on the hook, I want to make public, but when I was doing a contract for the song, she wanted to remain anonymous. So
that's like an industry practice. A lot of people.
It is, man. I
don't understand that, but you can't. I mean, people.
I can't make her. I can't make her. So, but you know, but yeah, first song, my first single, Nervous. That was one of the later records I did. Because I was kind of like I had the song written for a minute, but I was still kind of second guessing whether or not I even wanted to go ahead and record it because I did a lot of the deeper records first on the album. So I was in my mind at that point in time, I'm thinking, okay, do I want to kind of like continue that course for the majority or for the rest of the album or whatever? But then, man, I started noticing, like, just in my life in general, my energy was shifting, you know, more to a more positive mindset. So, you know, these songs I was sitting on, I kind of had like that, you know, either like an R&B feel or a more of up tempo feel. I didn't think I was gonna record. I kind of switched up on. So
yeah, because he was on there harmonizing a little bit. I said, listen to this nigga, man. Like he harmonizing.
Yeah, man. Like you know, crazy part, like with Nervous. When I first went, like if anybody don't really know my history, when I used to go to University of Toledo, and I was at Toledo.
Rockets.
Yeah, shout out to Rockets, man. Like it might be coming out there for homecoming this year. I ain't been up there in a minute, but we'll see. But my sophomore year of college, man, I started get more into like the writing. And I wound up having a sweet mate, my nigga Head, named Julius, but we call him Head. And he was doing the same thing. We kind of just vibe like instant, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, let's do a group, let's see what we can do, and chemistry was wild. We started making some real waves on campus, and start meeting up with some people. But I wound up leaving Toledo my junior year. I came back home or whatever, and I had been kind of like branching off on my own a little bit towards that tail end anyway. So I'm like, man, let me start doing my own thing. I got my own studio set up. I started producing more beats. And this was like,
I never knew that. You make beats too. I never knew that.
Yeah. Crazy part, a lot of my connections I met in Cleveland. Cleveland came through my production work. Like Kane, I got hit to Kane through my beats. He had a friend, we had a mutual friend I worked with named Rob, and he let me hear Kane. This is like this is like 2007. This is before he had even popped. And I really just fucking with him. So I had a beat pack. I just sent it off. Next thing I know, he had one of my records, King James record he had on his first mixtape. It's kind of like took a little further. And well, it's all cats in the city, but then I kind of started focusing more on I wanted to be an engineer. Like that's why I felt like my sweet spot was. So that's why when I do the studio sessions with Evan, whatever, I'm one of them rare like artists where like I hear the mix in my head as I'm recording. So we can be right in the middle of a verse, and I'm like, hey man, I want to add something here. I'm gonna do something, and I want you to add this, because I just hear the mix in my head as I'm recording or whatever. And Nervous was one of them songs I ain't really touched on that type of energy since probably back then when I had first started. This is like when Drake had came out, like So Far Gone. I was really on that melody shit back then.
I think a lot of people were.
It was because it was kind of shifting towards that
wave.
That minimalist. It was that the minimalistic beat, the sparse beats and stuff all like that. That was starting to make like being like towards the forefront of what the culture was at the time. But I kind of like a record like Nervous. I had been wanting to do because like me and you talk all the time, man. Like you kind of like me in the sense like we love rap, we love hip hop. The R&B is like that's the foundation for us right there, man.
I'm like the R&B playlist king of fucking
man. Listen,
don't get me started. I add like 6 songs a day to my ultimate R&B playlist. One of these days, I'm gonna let that motherfucker fly.
Yeah, let that fly, man.
Y'all, man, I got some records on there. I put a record on there today. I'm like, yeah, they wasn't outside for this one. Like this one,
they
like, y'all don't want. Like I'm smoking I am the king of the R&B playlist. Tim, my guy Tim in here say he can roll with me. I don't know, Tim. Like my R&B game is on point, man.
Hey, listen.
I'm willing to take
listen, if he gonna take it, I gotta get in on that too, bro. Because I got some shit, man.
Hey man, what did my name say in the corner right there? It say him because I am him. I'm telling you, I'm killing y'all there, man.
No, man, I might get you on that one, man. You definitely gonna have some comp because I got some exclusives.
You forgot I got a couple of years on you, and
listen, I'm still an old soul at heart, man.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh, my cousin.
I'm gonna play some Jason Weaver on your ass, nigga.
I got Love Ambition already in my shit, man. What the fuck we talking here, right? Come on, man. Tim good for giving me a R&B melody one time in the show. I was waiting on that. Let me see who in the chat. My guy Dune is in the chat. What up, Dune? My cousin Monty is in the chat. Monty, I need you to hit me up. Like, just text me, shoot me an inbox. I got to talk to you about something. But again, man, everybody check out my guy's album, man. It's dropping. It'll be in your phone at midnight.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere, all the DSPs, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, YouTube, all of them. It's a bunch of other shits that I ain't heard of, but that I be seeing when my shit come up. because I still, I'm not active, but I'm still checking my shit. I'm still checking my album numbers and all of that. And this is something that I've been meaning to ask all artists or all my artists that I have here. Why do you do this? I mean, we hear and we see all of the horror stories and everything with this industry, like the horror story. Like you see like the guys at the top and people at the top, and they always tell those stories. But then there are other guys who you see end up working at fucking Walmart or just out here playing small venues to like 20 people with us, who are still trying to break in. So why do you do this?
Man, when I first got into music, it all started just off the love. Like, man, like my earliest memories of my writing, I didn't know how to write bars or anything, but
I don't think any of us did, because
we didn't. It
I think
kind of was
the first song I ever wrote was like 48 bars fully without a hook in there. I just like the first song I ever rapped, I just went in there and just went off, and the dude stopped me like, hold up, bro, what we doing? Like, wait, I ain't done.
Listen, I was the same way, man. I didn't know nothing about like song structure. I didn't know none of that, man. It was just, but for me personally, I started finding out that writing was my release. Like I said, I was never a big communicative person where I like to talk out nothing. If I'm dealing with something, I'm writing. I just started writing and writing and write. I had books upon books, just writing. And when I started like really diving in to the music, it all started from like what I love. During that time, I started discovering what I was writing. Like at that time, this is like the Rockefeller era. This is Scarface still out, Nas,
the legends.
The legends. I started just kind of like I'm a sponge. I'm just taking everything from everybody, trying to learn what they doing, trying to apply it to what I wanted to do. But it just started from the love of the culture. And I never ever got into music for like the fame or I wanted the respect, but I didn't want the fame. I didn't really shoot for. I wasn't. If I can get paid to and do my craft the way I want to do it, if I can touch a few lives in the process, then it's a good day for me. Like I feel like a lot of the things I've gone through in my music that I portray in my music, I can help other people with. A lot of some of my records, especially on this Therapy Flows album, man, I'm touching on stuff like PTSD and the ups and downs of parents, like in a broken household with parenting and kids and depression. Anything you could think, everything I've gone through from the time I'm growing up to the time I came an adult, man. It's just I've seen a lot, I've done a lot. I've been shot, I've almost died a couple times. So it's like I feel like I got like a lot to give back, and I try to do that through hip hop.
This guy's good, man. You hear this answer, man? You hear this nigga? That's a good ass answer, man. This guy is good, man. Media train like him out. This guy is good. Now, everybody's gonna have to answer up to that standard. You just set the bar for when I ask people why they do shit or why do they do this. You just set the bar, because I mean, you really checked all the boxes, and that's how I felt when I was doing my music. I just wanted to do it because one, I was kind of good at this shit, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I was doing it for the love. Once all the extra shit starts to come in, because you see it all the time, man. Like this game, like you see, like these guys, people sign bad contracts, people's friendships and brotherhoods get broken up, like that shit. Like I don't want to be a part of that type of shit.
Right.
All for some money. Speaking of signings and shit, while I got you here, while we got a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
This virtual reality rap shit. They signed this Capitol Records. What the fuck was that about? Side
Man,
because it turns out it was controlled by some white dude. That was just his release and his way to want to say nigger. What the fuck is going on in this world?
dude, at the end of the day, that's really the gift and the curse of how big of an entity hip hop then became, man. It's like,
has algorithms really taken control?
It has. It took over to the point where somebody really came up with this idea and thought this was going to be okay.
I mean, it was okay. The motherfucker got signed. I mean,
but that backlash, though, it shut that down real quick. You know,
and if
so
it wasn't for the backlash,
no
motherfucker would have been signed. You know what? And I haven't heard a single note, bar, anything from it. I just know that they said the motherfucker say nigger all the time, and it was a white dude, and like I didn't care enough to even. I saw it and I was like, yeah, all right. I didn't really care too much.
Yeah.
Let's talk verses, because a couple of those have come up. Wait, before we get to verses, we were talking R&B.
Yeah.
If you saw Puff on Instagram last week, like he was on there for a couple hours and he brought in a bunch of people talking about the state of R&B. I know he brought in Mary J. Blige. He talked to Tory Lanez. He talked to Timbaland. He talked to a few other people. What is your take on that? Because I felt what Puff was saying. As far as with R&B, like the love is gone. Everybody, and Sean Stockman, he agrees with Puff. He was like, because it seems like now all of the R&B is toxic flavored.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these newer guys, I mean, and I like Brent Fires and I like Division and I like all of these guys, but where's the love? Like seriously, where are the ballads? Thank God Tank did drop this album last week.
It was cold. It was cold. He had some stuff on there, man.
Tank is a dude. Hey, when Tank was on Drink Champs talking this shit about how hard it is to beat him in the verses, I didn't bat an eye, because especially if it comes down to stage performance, I mean, he did kind of make a fool of himself with Omarion, but I don't think he was really ready.
Nah, he wasn't really ready for that.
But we know Tank could sing a motherfucker under the table.
Yeah.
There you go. But, how do you feel about that? I don't think R&B is dead. I just think that the focus is on the toxic shit right now.
Yeah, like I understood where Puff was coming from. I just think if he worded it differently, it'd be, we wouldn't even be having the conversation. I think really it's more about the R&B that's on the main stage, like
mainstream
the forefront. Mm-hmm. It's not the R&B we grew up on. It's hip hop infused. It's the toxic element. There's no crooning. There's no, like, it had no resemblance to 90s or even 2000s.
And Puff said that. Puff said, "Name me 5 guys that can sing without auto-tune."
And I can't. That not maybe. Okay, let me take that back.
I will say Luke James is one of those guys.
Luke James is one.
That guy, man. Luke, get busy.
Guys.
See, like off the top of your head, like
I can't. You know what?
I mean,
when
Brent
he said that
in that category, and I think, and a lot of them guys was mad about that shit. Eric Bellinger probably could. I give E that.
Now, okay, Eric Bellinger, because I've heard him do it.
He don't come from that school. He's
right.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, the Eric Bellingers and the Vitos, like,
yeah,
they vocalists, but they're not this. They're not from this era. They come from an era before them.
We talk about the new niggas.
Yeah, this new wave.
Giveon don't fit in that. Givion's do sound like like the top of the roof of his mouth got peanut butter. It do sound like that.
There's
That's coming from a nigga who can't sing.
No, I mean you can hear when I like Givion, but no.
I do too.
But no, he's not a natural just blow you away vocalist. Like he ain't gonna be doing any tributes anytime soon.
That's why I say Luke James. Luke James, when Puff first said the only name I came up with was Luke James.
Y'all just said without auto-tune. Y'all ain't say it was the greatest sounding. Y'all just said without auto-tune.
Yeah, he said without like the crooners, like the dude, like a Tank. Or like even with Usher, like we saw that's in the way Usher just effortlessly went through that run at the beginning of Superstar. He did it shit with no effort. He just leaned back and just let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's no mainstream R&B artist right now.
Definitely don't fit.
That has like a natural, just a vocalist type voice that can sing without auto-tune. It's not a one. That's in the main. That's the lead of R&B today that got that type of voice. It's not. So he's right from that perspective. But like I said, R&B is not dead because on the B and C tiers behind those mainline people is a bunch of people that can sing. They're just not getting pushed.
They're not getting
to the front.
You're right.
That's all it is. You know,
on the male and the female side, even though the female R&B is kicking ass right now, a lot of them are kicking ass. I'm still waiting. I've been waiting on SZA album for years.
Man, that was gonna be starting on SZA. She almost got kidnapped at least 6 times because she's taking too long for this album.
I love Ari Lennox.
Lennox. She cold.
Speaking of R&B,
I'll drink her bathwater.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you did it after me.
Speaking,
I'll fight you for it.
I just get y'all niggas some straws. Speaking of female R&B, and our girl Esther Fitz is also dropping tomorrow.
Yes.
Shout out to my girl Esther. I'm gonna have Esther on the show.
Wait to listen to that album.
Chop it up with Esther. I've been a fan of Esther since me and her were label mates a few years back. So shout out to her.
Cold.
And while we're still talking about Puff, Jermaine Dupri joined that chat.
Mm-hmm.
And Puff and JD decided that they were going to have a hit for hit battle. They talked about it. It's been talked about, and they've agreed upon it. I'm going to say this, and I said it when I first heard it and when I first made the post. JD is getting his boots smoked. I don't give a fuck where it's at, and they talk about it's gonna be in Atlanta. I don't give a fuck where it is. It could be in Atlanta, it could be in New York, it could be in Cleveland, it could be in motherfucking West Bumfuck Africa. JD gets smoked. And don't get me wrong, I am a fan of JD and I'm a fan of the shit that he put out. But let's be honest, Puff is that dude on the hits.
Oh, he is. See,
Puff style is being emulated right now. Hitmaker has taken
what
he did in the 90s.
Yeah, he is.
And updated it, and that's what he's doing now with the R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Or just with hits, period, and with the tracks. He has his team of producers. He has his version of the Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he does his thing.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you with me there? Like,
I do agree with you that Puff will get at JD. The problem is Puff got 2 different genres of music he can dip his toes into and come out with banger after banger after banger, whereas JD really only has the R&B bag. Big as that may be,
but we're not putting Bow Wow and Biggie.
That's what I'm saying. Like his hip hop bag.
He got
he got the Brat, and he got like some Jay-Z records that he can throw out there too. But
Puff got albums. Puff got.
That's what I'm saying, man. Puff responsible.
World. Puff got. He got Rick Ross.
He got too much. It's too much.
The bag is too big, and they did say when he said they wasn't fucking with verses, he came back and corrected. He said they wasn't fucking with Triller. because of what they're doing.
Because of that lawsuit.
And I knew that's where he was going with it. And I'm pretty sure Swiss and Tim knew where he was going with that. That's why they didn't come out and say anything.
Right.
Another versus that just came out. I just saw that just when I walked in. DJ Drama has apparently challenged DJ Khaled to a versus. I said, this is that's a slap fest. I'm tuned the fuck in.
Wait.
I am tuned in. Apparently, they've had words over the past weeks, over the past few days. But I just seen it say DJ Drama challenges DJ Khaled to a versus. That is a slap fest. That is all the slaps from the past 10 years and beyond. The past 15 years. Play the slaps is all I gotta say on that one.
Listen, you know what the irony of that battle is? DJ Khaled and DJ Drama are easily probably the two most recognizable DJ names of the last, like you said, 15 years. But it's crazy that like they're two most recognizable, but Khaled is more recognizable because of the commercial appeal of what he's gone, whereas DJ Drama got the mixtapes that people know better than most people albums. So it was like that'd be a cold little battle right there, man.
That's Slapfest 2022 right there.
Oh, you gotta do at least about 40 for that one, man, because there's too many records for that, man.
They need to get on IG and just let them shits fly.
Yep.
Dead ass. Just get on. And I'm pretty sure that one ain't gonna happen no time soon because Khaled's album is dropping tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to it just because I like the way Khaled just calls dudes and just be putting dudes on songs together.
I made a post about like how he puts together his features or whatever, and like seeing them two features he got on his new album, like nobody else can do that.
He's the best curator in the game right now.
Right, he is. And sometimes he's had some misses, a few, but for the most part, them shit they hit.
And he makes his albums are consistent.
They're consistent.
I don't know a bad Khaled album. I would have to really go back and listen and say, all right, well, this one was really bad.
I mean, you can take. He got on every album. You can take a chunk of songs off that joint that you're gonna sit with for a little bit. So, and like on this one, he's supposed to have a record with Dre producing and Kanye and Eminem on a record, and then he got another one with Hov, Rick Ross, and Lil Wayne.
I'm already locked in. Like after Hov verse, Hov better go first or second because
whoever
the last verse is, if Hov is last, that's it. And I will fast forward the whole fucking song just to get to Hov. Everybody know the vibes when it comes to me and Hov. I'm biased. Nobody's beating him in the verses, dead or alive.
We 100% with that.
Take a little bit of life from you. Am I frightening you? Should I continue?
Right.
Like nobody dead or alive. And Biggie is like my other favorite rapper after Hov, but still.
Nah. Everybody have a long day with Jay. Everybody.
This is the man who threw 2 B-side concerts.
2
of them.
People forget, never forget. Ain't nobody else doing that.
They got them fucked up. All right, man. Well, we gonna wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate you coming on, big dog.
Give everybody having me on, man.
Give everybody your social media where they can reach you, where they can find the album, all that good shit.
Yeah, album dropping tonight at midnight. Getting on all DSPs, Reyes YP, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, wherever. You get me on Instagram, Twitter, Reyes YP. Want to hit me up? Let me know about the album. I'm looking forward to hearing from y'all. My dude Pizzle, thanks for letting me tap in with you one time, man. I appreciate you.
But of course.
Appreciate you, brother.
You know the vibes.
Next time I tap in, we gotta do something in studio because I did have some bars.
Yeah, you got your 32.
I got the 32. Right. Next time we do this, I got the 32.
All right, big dog. I'm gonna get up with you, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right. It's my guy YP, man. Appreciate him coming through. Damn, that hour be going by fast. Had a good time today, man. I had a great time. Make sure y'all tune in next week. I'm starting Pizzle's Picks. Y'all love to be on the opposite side of me. I'll be picking football games, college and pro. I will have the games that I'm going to be picking up sometime in the next week or so before the show comes out. So get ready for that. If y'all want to, be in the challenge, feel free. I'm here. I'm zoned into my song, man. Let me get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Peace. 501's classic, fresh out the cleanest, all pressed in plastic. I be out in Beachwood, Nordstrom's in Saxville. Buy it off the mannequin and throw it in the bag shit. Everything sexy from cologne to the fashion. I don't know who dressing y'all. Y'all look like trash. Chip.